Hello everyone, we'll meet again, and today I'll be talking about the simple present. Let's start. The simple present has four functions. The number one is when something is generally or particularly true. For example, in a generally, a sentence is a year has 365 days. And particular true in a sentence is I listen to music to fall asleep. It's particular because that's the only thing I do. And the second function, the simple present, is when a situation is repeated or has a center frequency. The kinds of center frequency is always, often or usually, sometimes, seldom, and never. An example is I often read books, and my sister almost always stays at the university. And the third function of the simple present is when an event is scheduled. For example, the bus that goes to the university leaves at 9 a.m. and the English class ends at 2:50 p.m. And finally, the fourth function of the simple present is when there is a sequence of events. For example, when I go to university, I first have breakfast, then I brush my teeth, and then I leave home. The structure of the simple present, we use the verb in its past form for the subject that are I, you, we, and they. For example, I clean, you love, we jump, and they play. And for the third-person singular, he, she, and it, we add s to the verb. For example, he runs, she loves. But in English, there are always exceptions. When the verbs endings in ch, sh, x, o, and s, we add es. For example, for O, he goes very fast. For ch, she catches her dog. For sh, he washes his plate. For s, Lucas pressed the red button. For x, she fixed her computer. And in the other rules is when the verb ending in y, we change it for an I and add the es. For example, cry, cries, fly, flies, try, and tries. An example in a sentence is she cries a lot, and the man flies high. And for negative sentence and questions, we use the auxiliary verb that is do and does. We use does for third-person singular, and we use do for any other subject. For example, with do, I don't eat many vegetables, and they don't sleep late. For example, with does, my mom doesn't eat much chocolate, and my sister doesn't go to bed early. If you notice, when we use the auxiliary verb does, the verb remains in its base form. The structure for forming questions is do or does, subject, and verb. For example, do you eat spicy food? Does she like pizza? Do they jump on the trampoline? And well, That's all. I hope you like it and see you next week. Goodbye.